So this video is not about the Dragon update, it's more like before the update. I was behind the schedule, therefore this video is not about the controversy about the update. In the video my voice is a little bit hard to hear, so you can turn on the closed captioning while watching my video.
2 months ago, I made a decision of playing Blox Fruit. At first, my plan is just trying to max level and PvP for a month, but it turned out to nearly 2.5 months just to finish what I'm planning for. This game is based on One Piece, and just like the anime, this game took forever to finish. This video is my experiment and feeling about Blox Fruit, meaning all of the stuff I mentioned is my opinion. If you have the opposite opinion, comment down below and let me know.
So the first thing I want to mention is the quest, more specifically, the quest you're taking to level up. Let's be honest here, it's just straight up boring. It's just you get into the island, go to the quest giver, then choose the quest in your level, and then obliterate any NPC the quest requires. When you're done, you have to do it over again until you reach the next level required, and you have to do it over again. If you're done with that guy, well, the next island will be the same guy, but with a different outfit. And guess what? This method is from the very first of the first sea to the last of the third sea. So you had to do the same action for like 2000 times just to level up, to reach the max level. The thing is that this method has been in the game from the very beginning and has been in the game for a very long time, but instead trying to improving over time, the dev just kinda copy paste everything but in a different location. But the enemy is slightly stronger, have more health, damage and skill. They didn't even bother to changing the dialogue.
They're the same picture.
To make it feel more live, not just soulless. And boring is not even enough, they also add some flavorful called pain. Some targets are either far away from the quest taken, the NPC is very far away from each other, or the quest requires you to kill 8, but there are only 7. If you're grinding from C1 to C3, you already know what I'm talking about. All that can simply solve by let the NPC get close to the quest, plus 1 NPC in the group, or decrease the respawn time for the NPC. All of that have only one purpose, is to speed up the level up of the player and focus on the PvP content more. But they didn't do that simple job. Instead, they use this strategy for multiple areas in every single sea, so that you can waste more time in the game, which is not a very great idea because it's just making leveling up more tired, boring and exhausting. Fragment is a currency in the game that you can use in many occasions, like purchasing chips for lore, learning fire style, awakening fruit by paying this guy every time you have a fruit match the end of the raid, etc. And you can grind fragment by dealing enough damage at any raid, doing some sea event and more. Okay, then why am I mentioning this? What is the problem here? Well, you see, grinding them even more sick and tired. The fact that the only worth grinding method for Fragment is just doing Awakening Ray. By using Buddha with the only Z Awakening version, you can single-handedly solo any Ray at around 4 to 5 minutes, which means around 10,000 Fragment per 5 minutes. Using all the fruit and Buddha is not recommended because yeah, it's just not worth it. But even though this is the most effective way to grinding, but it's also the boringest way you can play this goddamn game. Hopping from island to island in the real main game is already very boring, and this game decided to do that in the Awakening Ray. You have to hopping from island to island, defeat each enemy, turn on and off your auto clicker, and defeat the final boss just to get that, and doing that for any time that you have the fruit or money to do it. It's just straight up boring. My point is, even though it seems like there are a lot of ways to grind fragment, but there is actually only one way. The other method to get fragment is just existing there as a small reward because you accomplish it. It is not worth any requirement to do some of the way. It's just restricted. It's also worth mentioning that since awakening ray is the only way people can awaken their fruit, and the ray is pretty hard without a Buddha user, therefore many players saw this as an opportunity to make a profit, so open some service like having ray for exchange for fruit. So I'm here to mention this because many people got scammed, so just careful, they might scam you. Since the grinding is just too boring and frustrated, people started to do some trick. You know, in the first sea, you won't see this much, the second sea either, and the third sea, let me tell you this, the third sea is a nightmare. You can't even grind in the third sea. Mostly, everywhere you go, you will see people flying, levitating, and do so much damage to the NPC you can ever imagine. This is nearly impossible for a free-to-play or just can't purchase a server VIP to play the game. You literally cannot play the game. You have to hopping server to server just to hoping that you find a legit server that no explorer just to play the game and grinding painfully. I don't know about you, but for the amount of time I spent on this game, I saw a lot of explorer. This is the main reason why I blame Blox Fruit at the first place. Actually, I played it before but now returned just because I see some cool combo in the internet. I don't really care about the effect, just about the skill combination. It makes me feel very fresh. Especially in the current Roblox day, every game seems abusing the fact that they have M1 mechanic. So having a game that requires skill, like literal skill, more than M1 is kinda interesting. But before we go into the PvP content of Blox Fruit, I had to say that I'm not very good at this game. But still, this is my impression about the PvP nature of Blox Fruit. Okay, so now you reach the max level in the game, so you can searching on YouTube to find a fruit in the combo that you want to do. And then you will soon realize that to do the full combo you need a fire style, a sword, a gun, and a teleport. Which means, yeah, more grinding, even though some weapons can obtain by defeating boss, but some are pretty painful if you ask me. And let's just not forget about fighting style. The majority of the combo right now will start at the God Human, and the requirement for that fighting style is, yeah, misery. But that's not all. Once you get it, you also have to grind mastery for that weapon, which could take a very long time and boring. Okay then, now you have the mastery requirement to unlock all the skills the weapon have. So now you can learn the combo, right? Yeah, you can learn the combo there, but do you want to make your output damage in the maximum? Then you still have to upgrade your weapon by grinding material. And yes, more grinding, I know, wonderful. And let me tell you this, the drop rate of this game is killing me. I don't know I am that unlucky or what, but every time I'm trying to grind material, it takes so long. But then, when you're done with upgrading your weapon, it's still not done. Because recently, the dev also add enchantment, which the material is from the sea event. Yeah, I know I'm saying a lot about grinding, but yes, you have to grind sea event to get the material for crafting a scroll. But wait, there's more. To craft a mythical scroll, you will have to enchant a weapon with 10 legendary scroll. But just have to enchant with 10 rare scroll before you can using a legendary. And rare scroll can't enchant without enchanting 10 time with a common scroll. So yeah, the dev literally told you to go kill yourself because the strict requirements for the material are unreasonable, boring, and tired to get. And you know what worse? Like every time you're using an enchantment or a scroll, whatever, the old enchantment disappears and it got replaced by a new one, which means yeah, it's RNG. So the enchantment you want will never appear. Good luck grinding mythical scroll. The reason why I don't want to do the Leviathan hunt is because it requires 5 players and the only way you can gather 5 players is on Discord. And on Discord there are a lot of scammers, so I don't want to deal with them because right now I'm so tired of grinding this game.
Hi, I'm Derek Bum. Say goodbye to daily stains and dirty surfaces with new kitchen gun.
Now, it's for the fruit. There's only a few fruit that I really want to talk about. The first being Portal. Super mobility, super easy to combo, have the mill ability, free combo extender, have a skill that get out jail free card. You can't instant trick this goddamn fruit because the only ability that you can trick is the F, and none of the Portal users using that skill in the PvP.
Portal. You can only dodge the F move. No wonder everyone uses this fruit.
This fruit is extremely overpowered in every circumstance, in every style of PvP, because how many combos you can pull off, making a Dove user become a joke, and when you are in danger, the mobility this fruit provides to the user can help you get out safely. And if you're lazy, just pressing C and you out there. Basically, Portal user can shout at the light user because the light user
Still a failure.
I want to mention this because 90% of my PvP is against the Portal user, which is extremely boring because they just do the same thing over and over again. Even I know sometimes I can trick it, or when I win in the fight, they got a free card to get out of jail, so I can't do anything. Saying this, it doesn't mean that I don't fight another fruit user, but most of the time I will fight against the Portal user, and I just lose. The next fruit I want to mention is also represent a type of player. Do you remember the time that you spent to perfect your combo? Yeah, this type of player is completely opposite of yours, using a fruit that can spam. They don't use sword because sword kind of spam. Gun, they can't even using them because they're hard to hit. And they just max out strength because they need stamina. The fruit that I really want to talk about is Kitsune. The fact that this fruit deals so much damage by just spamming the skill it have is very annoying to me. Like in this clip, even though I misclicked to the chat, but look at my HP. With 3 skills, 2 of them from a Kitsune and 1 from the fighting style, but still, most of my HP bar is gone. My question is, how can this be fair and why Kitsune not get a nerf? Most of the time I met the spammer is a Kitsune player. With this high speed, there's no way I can land a single skill shot to them, so comboing them is most likely impossible. For the weapon, I highly suggest the dev should nerf this weapon. If not, this is my gameplay against them. You can call me a runner whatever you want, but this sword outperforms every other sword in many situations. The only exception maybe is a CDK. This sword deals a lot of damage, has annoying effect, easily could combo, and most importantly, the cantrick part. Both skills of this sword either hard to cantrick or literally obliterate your can, making you vulnerable for 25 seconds. But let's say this, you accept all the things I mentioned, you trade your soul for playing this game as an exchange, you will have some quality PvP, if you're lucky. But still, you have to deal with hackers. and there are a lot of them. Some just using for grinding, but some are devils. Look, I'm really appreciate the video the other YouTuber upload, but when I play the game, the number of the player living in 2099 is just terrifying me. Like seriously, everywhere I go, everywhere I join a server, I had to check how many bacon hair are there in the server. Not to mention that because they are using hacks, so they're literally impossible for you to grinding on that island. Killing them? Yeah, I'm sure that will help. They're just gonna respawn and you just wasting your time. BB against them is just impossible because they can be combo, aka can be ragdoll. You can possibly kill them once, but not twice. And when you respawn, you can only say, honestly, you don't deserve 3.6 million bounty at all, and cry about it. So, this just made me wondering, what if this hacker using this in a free-fall trial? Yeah, you see a problem, right? Nowadays, people just always using Portal, Kitsune, or Dog Fully Awakened only, and I feel it pretty boring. Same fruit, same combo, same damage, I always die. I had tried my best, it didn't work out. If I don't met people who are abusing the OP weapon in the game, I probably met a runner or a teamer or someone who doesn't want to BB for any reason. And honestly, in my mind, BB in this game will look like this. Well, even in the clip I did lose, but it's just way more satisfied because at least we are trying to winning and gaining some bounty. But this is like 5% of my match. The rest are just like 1v1, but they're always spamming, or I just get interrupted while BB with other player. I mean, I'm seriously disappointed since in most clips on YouTube, the content creator always fighting a player, legit player. These players are very rare. I only met 2 players, the rest are not like that. So, the next update is coming and it looks fine to me. Everyone is hyped about that because it has been a year the game has updated, but not me though. Like I would love to see the dev fixing the OP shit and making the grinding less boring than update the same shit and add more OP shit into the game, making the game pretty much unbalanced. What I mean by saying unbalanced is because unlike other games in Roblox, where you choose a specific character and you have the skill and play with them, but in Blox Fruit you have a multiple combination to make your own build, which is make the PvP in this game very interesting because you don't know what you're against and it makes the gameplay more intense. But the thing is, you don't actually need that because you just need to add some OP shit to the game and just spamming them and you actually good at the game, but in just your mind. That's why I highly suggest that the dev nerf the thing I just mentioned, because they not only outperform the other thing, but it also makes the game boring as hell to play, because people just gonna do the same thing. I mean, Blox Fruit is a pretty unclear game, at least for me. If they want to make a PvP game, they should speed up the grinding part, especially the leveling grinding. The reason why this video takes so long to make, that's because most of the time in the game I just spend grinding, even though I had played the game before, but it still took me 1 month and a half just to go max level. But still, it took a very long time, and having a few more weeks just to grind material, weapon, and enchant
Look, I'm not the OG player or the god PB of Blox Fruit, but from my experiment, I had to be honest. This game is not great. Everything about this game is just want you to stay in the game longer. Because the more you stay in the game, the more you want to grinding for some weapon, fruit, and find title that stronger. Anyway, I would love to thank anyone watching until this time. This video takes a lot of time and it's longer than usual. My voice in the video is very straight and tired because that is actually true. The game actually melted down my mental. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching and I hope you guys enjoy my next content. See you in the next video.